Hi guys, I want to introduce you to Candice, Caffas. I wish I could introduce you personally, but Candice is missing, and I think we need the heads up on this one, but it can be pretty complex. I've done some research on it, and I hope you stick with me. So as of this morning, it's been 10 weeks since Candice disappeared from her family's small Union Township home in the 9100 block of Mount Pleasant Road, about 4 miles from Meadville, Pennsylvania. It was 3:07 a.m. on July 16th. And her mom just mentions that she heard something and didn't know what it was at first. Candice, age 35, has Prader-Willi syndrome. Went out of the home through the bathroom window. The noise heard was either the window screen or her hitting the ground, as it's a 5-foot drop. She had locked the bathroom door behind her and had locked the key in the bathroom. Carol Caffas and her husband, John, got the bathroom door open and discovered the screen over the room's small window missing. Carol said there was a chair next to the window her daughter used to climb up to the window. There were large-scale coordinated searches organized by Pennsylvania's state police in the days following her disappearance. However, those searches were scaled back after July 23rd, when police said all credible leads had been exhausted. State police are keeping the case open and active with all credible information, following up on Trooper Cindy Schick, Community Services officer with the Meadville Barracks, said, quote, "There has been no new information or leads," unquote. A genetic disorder, Prader-Willi syndrome, often results in multiple issues for the person and their family. With Prader-Willi syndrome, the person is always hungry, always looking for food. They have low muscle tone. They're usually short, small hands and feet. There are behavioral problems. Running away is a real common thing. Carol Caffas said everything in her house is locked due to the potential runaway issue with Candice. There are window alarms on the bedroom and kitchen windows, but the bathroom window is little and high up. I never thought of that. Candice, who turned 35 on July 23rd, had not run away from the home for almost 20 years, until mid-July. Candice ran away twice, on July 12th, a Tuesday, and then early on July 16th, a Saturday, when she disappeared. She hadn't taken off previously since she was 15 or 16. Candice was able to leave around 6 a.m., July 12th, when Carol briefly was dressing. Candice normally would lie on the living room couch and could be seen while dressing. On July 12th, however, Candice made the blankets look like she was on the couch when her mom looked back and saw her and closed the door briefly. We found her swimming in French Creek down by Ernst Farm about 8 a.m. on July 12th. Carol Caffas mentioned that. Tuesday, all she would tell us was, I was just going to head to Meadville. Sometimes they just take off. We don't know why. They just take off. Twice in 1 week was unheard of, and she's never left in the middle of the night. Never. A Caffas family organization search to take place very soon. Carol Caffas said the family appreciates the efforts of police as well as the help of many friends and volunteers who are willing to keep searching. Candice Caffas is 4 feet 9 inches tall and about 95 pounds, with dirty blonde hair and green eyes, police said. She was last known to be wearing a purple t-shirt, orange shorts with a white floral pattern, purple and blue sneakers, and glasses. State police stress that anyone with information on Caffas' whereabouts should contact the barracks immediately at 814-332-6911 should Caffas be within the person's line of sight. In addition, this is an update. The search for Candice Caffas continues, and though the numbers may be reduced, the determination to find Caffas is not. The large-scale organized search to find Candice has come to a halt, but the work to reunite her with her family continues with small groups of volunteers. The last few days, we've been doing a lot of ground searching, a lot of door-to-door knocking on the doors, giving out the flyers, and working with the businesses trying to get as much information out as possible. This is from Stacy Cummings, who is the caregiver for Candice. Efforts to find Candice are even going beyond people's front doorstep. There are groups going into the woods, individually trying to find any clues that we could possibly find, any evidence, because this is the official road where she was last sighted at. The last sighting of Candice was by 3 to 4 individuals on Route 285 in Geneva, heading towards Conneaut Lake. If this is her last sighting, then that's where we're going to be until we get any more type of sightings or any more information, because that's all we really have to go on at this point. Those closest to Candice said they welcome any help from volunteers. They also say they will not give up until she is found. We are asking people to check campgrounds, check underneath your porches, check your sheds, check your garbage, make sure it hasn't been touched. So, in my investigation, I got to thinking, what are the details behind Prader-Willi syndrome? And where was she on that day in her mind, or, and 30 years working in the medical field just makes me want to dig a little bit deeper. So I got something from the Mayo Clinic. It says Prader-Willi syndrome is a rare genetic disorder that results in a number of physical, mental, and behavioral problems. A key feature of Prader-Willi syndrome is a constant sense of hunger that usually begins at about 2 years of age. People with Prader-Willi syndrome want to eat constantly because they never feel full, and they usually have trouble controlling their weight. Many problems come about from the obesity. So bear with me just a second here because I have more on my research. This is as far as the Prader-Willi syndrome. And there is some psychosis problems there. A small number of people with Prader-Willi syndrome develop psychosis, usually during the teenage years or adult. As you know, I'm sure, psychosis is a mental health problem that causes people to perceive or interpret things differently from those around them. So the symptoms usually begin abruptly and cause the person affected to suddenly become very upset and agitated and act in ways that are uncharacteristic. Other related conditions for those who have Prader-Willi syndrome, and they vary in vulnerability, are long-sightedness, sleep apnea, osteoporosis, scoliosis, short-sightedness. Most adults with Prader-Willi syndrome are not able to live fully independent lives, such as living in their own home and having a full-time job. This is because their challenging behavior and issues mean these environments and situations are too demanding. But adults with Prader-Willi syndrome can have active social lives and become involved in clubs or volunteering. Adults with the syndrome who do not live with their parents may need residential care or supportive living. So that's what you have. There's a lot more. I could do a whole video on this. So come on, guys. Let's reach out. Hit that share button. If you're not going to hit this share button, find one to hit. We can't make a difference unless we do something. And you know that it may seem like you're not doing anything by sharing it, but you are, because it grows, and your love grows, and your help grows. Thanks, guys. You take care. Love you.